A year and a season have passed, and the conclusion of each league has seen their champion being born. Premier League Liverpool obtained their record, tying to 20 of them. Barcelona edged over Madrid for the La Liga title, made Flick won the title in his first season. Bundesliga Bayern Munich again won their title after being broke the consecutive record by Leverkusen last season. While the Serie A, two teams in the race between Napoli and Inter Milan. For Liverpool, none other than PSG will see themselves winning the league on a whopping 19-point lead. And of course, there were several cup matches that will be determined some of the team will be successful or an absolute failure. I'm talking about the Europa League match. In this season has been a long one, with high number of unusual circumstances happen with the league and will follow together with the football journey. But however, this season in somehow gives me a very weird vibe. So in this video, we'll have a brief look into some of the leagues and the cup matches and ask why it felt very weird. In case you didn't know, what is up ladies and gentlemen, I'm Marvin, codename. Welcome to the Code United channel once again. If you in any shape or form stumble to this channel and some way like this kind of content, do please like, share and subscribe to this channel, as each of your precious subscription will be a massive motivation for me to upload new content. And don't forget to ring your notification bell for every new upload. With that said, let's get straight into the video. Starting with the Bundesliga. The German league often might as well call the Bayern Munich league, whereby have a similar statement that can be said for another league. However, capping off the historic season enjoyed by Xabi Alonso, who brought Leverkusen to an unbeaten run for the whole season, edged off Bayern and stopped their 11 consecutive titles winning. Not just that, Alonso also introduced an amazing attacking football with Leverkusen, torturing the league with the ease. Besides, funny enough, stopping Harry Kane with the legendary English striker, whom have everything but a trophy in his cabinet despite scoring more than 40 goals for Bayern. Coming into this season with high expectation, enter into a new season and will be a new dynasty in the German league. However, due to injury to key players like Boniface, Wirtz and Frimpong, besides many competitors seems to understand their playstyle, thus Leverkusen is not as dominant as their previous season. However, Leverkusen have dropped points due to drawing games more than they expected, having drawn an almost half of their available matches, made them impossible to chase on the first place. In addition, on the third place was the recent rising Frankfurt, who see themselves finish one of the highest standing in recent times thanks to the talisman duo striker of Omar Marmoush and Hugo Ekitike, both having a double digit in goals, brought a new light to the tactical wise, given a duo striker considered a dying art in football, as the trend of having 3 strikers or 3 forwards or even on 1 forwards and 2 attacking midfielders up front were the meta. Despite in the mid-season departure of Marmoush to Man City under a whopping 75 million, Frankfurt did not lose steam and go end the season strongly under Ekitike's amazing performances. Lastly, Bayern Munich, headline for them no doubt will be Harry freaking Kane. Finally, is not trophyless in his already impressive resume. The former Spurs star forward, inspired having a huge reputation, not just being the best forward in the world, but the best player in the world as well, while being named one of the most versatile skill set wise for the forward in football. Kane's biggest concern was his lack of success at obtaining trophy, whereby due to that he left his ever-loving Spurs, joining the German giant Bayern in a £100 million price tag. But as mentioned earlier, in his first season ended in a sour note, resuming his trophyless season. For this season though, he vowed to make it count and did finally won the Bundesliga title, celebrate like no tomorrow. And at the same time, he did not need to endure any crazy season, being no trophy Kane. Next one, Ligue 1. The French league obviously see a massive downward spiral in the television rating due to PSG superstar striker Kylian Mbappe finally leave to the Bernabeu. Despite of that, French league remain one of the most enjoyable league, but not only to anticipate who will finish second to Paris. As PSG was losing their talisman close to nothing, they remained a very strong team with the likes of Gonçalo Ramos, Vitinha, João Neves, but most importantly none other than Ousmane Dembele, the Frenchman having an injury-riddled season, with Barcelona having him sold to the hometown under 15 million. Dembele with PSG became an unplayable footballer, a constant threat for PSG, terrorized not just local leagues but in the Champions League as well, scoring an astonishing 33 goals while providing 13 assists in 47 appearances, and at the same time probably named the League 1 Player of the Year this season easily. Other than that, PSG not just thrived in the local league but also entered into the final of the Champions League since 2020, and besides that, several other French clubs like Marseille and Monaco definitely played their roles, having a non-factor to reach the almighty PSG winning the league. I'm moving to Serie A, where looking at the table, probably the closest and most competitive one, with 3 teams of Napoli, Inter Milan and Atalanta, just 5 points apart between the 3 teams, but landed just 2 horse matches in the end for Napoli and Inter Milan. On Napoli last season, horrific downfall for the former Serie A champion due to losing several key members like Kim Min-jae to Bayern and most importantly, Spalletti to the Italy national team. However, the introduction of Antonio Conte, along with other inputs like Scott McTominay and Lukaku, Napoli seems determined to climb back where they fell off. And for Inter Milan, other Inzaghi, one of the best managers in Serie A or even in Europe, still remain a formidable team, pushing Napoli to their edge while able to sort out team management to reach the second Champions League final in 3 years. Inter right now with 1 match to go and a final approaching, definitely want to have both prestigious titles in their cabinet. On the weird side though, yet really a few good story that last season Europa League champion Atalanta entered the season one of the dark horse, even top of the league for several periods thanks to their top scorer Matteo Retegui and Lookman. Most likely they will enter in the Champions League for the next season. Moving to the Spanish side, La Liga often will down to 2 teams, Real Madrid and Barcelona, with occasion adding Atletico Madrid to the mix. This season have not much difference, with Barcelona adding the Hansi Flick's complete made a 180 in the playstyle and overall consistency in the performance, utilizing a multiple highly talented personnel like Lewandowski, Yamal and Pedri etc. But the footballer that had enjoyed the most success of course will be Rafinha. The Brazilian before arrival of Flick had been seen as either the backup or for the rising star of Lamine Yamal or the sacrificial piece to moving from his favourite right wing to the left wing in order to accumulate Yamal. Under Flick, a new role introduced for him, Rafinha will play much consistently as a number 10 instead of the right wing, whereby former Leeds United starman see a meteor rise in the output as well. A score an impressive 33 goals and a whopping 25 assists under 56 appearances skyrocketed Rafinha into the Ballon d'Or worthy status. He together with Yamal plus Lewandowski become one of the deadliest attack in the whole Europe. In La Liga, given their impressive and incredible tactics setup, combining a player performance, they score 99 goals and having now the 60 goal differences. This proves that sometimes a near perfect team with the addition of world-class manager can change to the whole new battle. Real Madrid were more on the downside with the front three of Mbappe, Vini Jr. and Rodrigo, a midfield of Tchouaméni, Valverde and Bellingham. These were names that screamed Galactico. Yet in a very surprising fashion, Real Madrid did not click together, especially in both ends. In spite of having one of the most pacey forwards, Mbappe and Vini Jr. seems to be a very awkward situation as both of them looks to stepping on each other's ways, while Rodrigo on the other hand facing a quote Benzema treatment and usually gets the end of many criticism. However, Real Madrid's biggest weakness is their aging and declining defense, whereby Real Madrid have been leaking in defenses especially this season, with no limit reason that many of their defenders facing fitness issue. Right now with the confirmation that their Don Carlo Ancelotti will be leaving for the Brazil national team, incoming Xabi Alonso do expect a whole new changes for the Whites. Lastly, the Premier League. I did a video discussing the Premier League side so far, and do have a look if you are interested. It showed Liverpool in the slot first season plus a close to no reinforcement against many odds, edged almighty Man City and Arsenal claimed their record tying 20 title along with Man United. However, they were not without many bad side, as their star right back Trent Alexander-Arnold announced to leave the Reds for Real Madrid shook many Liverpool fans as they witnessed their homegrown star boy leaving them. But Liverpool made a quick decision and quick action by purchasing Frimpong after triggering his release clause to replace his role. Arsenal on the other side still end without any silverware and have been many questions on Arteta's tenure right now. Even more irony, Arsenal have been more than desperate for a solid to the world-class striker during the end of the season. They went on to sign Zupermendi, a CDM. Other teams like Newcastle won their first cup in years and Crystal Palace of all Premier League teams won the FA Cup over Man City have been another shocker. Match season in this season really saw them struggle massively and an extreme rare down year for the consistent winner of Pep. Of course, no weird feelings than both 16th and the 17th place of Man United and Spurs. Both teams in this season have an internal struggle, and I mean a really huge struggle, losing more than anything else, but a switch to the Euro competition they became a different beast. Edged all kinds of opponents left and right, reached the Europa League final, and this final can be said a battle of the lowest position teams of all time. Imagine in a league that both teams closer to the relegation than the top 4 do felt like a wicked dream. That's the end of the video. What do you guys think? Do you feel like this season have been a roller coaster, fun one, but at the same time do not feel real? has many unusual things happening. Comment down below so they can have a discussion. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you all in the next one.